Hello and welcome to A Pair of Dice Lost podcasting channel. My name is Brendan, my pronouns are he, him, and I'll be your storyteller for this game about living gods on the wrong side of the law. Joining me for this game is...
Hey there guys, my name is Tyler. Pronouns are he, him. I'm going to be playing Ricky, the fire-aspected street exorcist.
Hi everybody, my name's Christina. I will be playing Elion. My pronouns are she, her, and Elion's pronouns are they, them. They are a water-aspected investigator.
Hi everyone, my name's Cody. Pronouns are he, they, and I play Devine, the air-aspected shady businessman.
Hi, my name is Britt, and my pronouns are she and her. I play a wood aspect named Rush Ferris, who has a ferret familiar named Zeke. Together, they specialize in archery, larceny, and dance.
Hi, I'm Michaela, she, her, and I'll be playing Tirali of House Regara, an Earth-aspected leader of a small military force known as the Tyrants, who cooks the books for the gang.
And this is Exalted, like a dragon-blooded. Act 3, 100 Kingdoms, 100 Heresies. As that you are getting closer and closer, and eventually the boat docks, the crew kind of goes about their, the rest of the gang kind of goes about their way, and at some point you just kind of
I pull a Zorro.
You pull a Zorro and you kind of disappear from view. You got lost. I told them that maybe you were T-posing for dominance on the recording, and then you offered to... And then we offered to do a side session. So now you are not actually T-posing. So you find yourself off to the side, and there are a bunch of people there to greet you, as that I've mentioned before to the others, and technically to you. But there is the workers here are in like facsimiles of animals. And like kind of like the not like furries, but like sexy Playboy playgirls and like that kind of thing with like the bunny ears and the little poofy tails, or maybe someone's got on, or maybe like a big burly guy has on like a terrifying fox mask, but also has like his human abs out and is like flexing and everything like that. Every now and again there is like someone in just a legitimate mascot costume walking around. It is a lot to take in. What is Devine's reaction to just kind of seeing how, I guess, much that there is right now? Just kind of an assault to the senses.
Devine looks up at the wall and looks around excited. Because, like, this is his jam. He was expecting from his dealings with the guild that, it was going to be business. And bureaucracy's fun enough. But this is carnal. And the first thing he's going to do is, like, look for who he has to find to get one of those, get some animal costuming to fit in with the people.
It does not take you long. Within probably 30 seconds of disembarking and looking around, kind of like a tourist, a young lady with a young lady in a deer costume with like antlers and everything, and like a poofy little tail, and showing just enough skin for it to be tasteful, but also like eye catching. Comes up to you and just kind of goes, "Hi, how are you? Welcome to Nexus. Do you have your Nexus membership ID?"
I'm actually here to get one. Where can I get a membership ID?
So you're saying that you don't have a membership ID with the Nexus Pleasure District, then? Is that correct?
Correct.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. You're my first new customer then. Oh, so, and she like reaches to her side and kind of pulls out a bag and kind of starts like laying basically like swag on you, like some lays and like some like pamphlets and a little bit of like just little things that you'd see in like a bag, maybe like a little stuffy that has the local one of the local mascots in it. She gives you like almost like a Beanie Baby size manatee that has like, I don't want to say dollar signs in its eyes, but like whatever the equivalent is for like guild silver is, like how that you would denote that on like as like a symbol on when you're writing it. Like it has those for eyes.
Wonderful.
Fantastic. You're my first customer, so I wanted to give you this commemorative manatee plushie. They're one of our local mascots because they're just so adorable. Look at them. They're just so cute. Also, here's some extra stuff. Also, can I see your wrist? We got, since you don't have an ID card yet, we got to make sure that you get the temporary one, which is a wrist bracelet that'll basically let everyone know up at the Pleasure District that you are a guest here and that you are going to be treated as such. You know, that includes like complimentary food, drinks, free spins at certain games. Some places won't let you in without having one. It's just kind of one of those temporary placeholders so you can go and enjoy yourself while we get your personalized ID set up. And like, if you don't stop her, she is going to basically put like a fucking slap bracelet on you, almost like maybe not like a slap bracelet, but like one of those bracelets that you get when you go to a concert and they're like, hey, this person can drink.
Yeah, your drinking / re-entry bracelet.
Exactly. And then once that she's all done with that, if you don't make a fuss at all about that, she is going to also explain, it's like, also, since you're a first time visitor here, we are going to give you this many Nexus bucks. It's basically resources 1 worth of Nexus bucks. And then she goes on to explain that Nexus bucks are a currency that is used in the Nexus Pleasure District. They can be traded, gambled away, used for deals with all of our people up there, but they're only useful up there. Now, you want to make sure that before you leave that you get out all of your winnings and earnings from whatever that you won while you were up there. But we want to make sure that everyone who comes here has a great time, at least their first time at Nexus.
No, of course, that only makes sense. You know, the first one's always free.
Exactly. You knew exactly how that we operate here. The first one's always free. Obviously, if you want to, you can go to any of the other currency exchange places. If you have your own money with you, you can use that to get yourself more Nexus bucks in case that you run out. But you know, we wanted to make sure that whoever comes to Nexus always has fun, at least for a couple of hours while they're up there. Doesn't that sound wonderful?
It does. And I appreciate you being such a wonderful greeter.
Well, I try. It is kind of my job.
I didn't catch your name. He's gonna stick his hand out. Devine. And then use auspicious first meeting attitude.
Yeah, hi. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Devine. I'm Doremi. And she's going to take your hand and then she's going to do a little bow and then blow a kiss onto like the top of your hand and then shake it and then back away. What auspicious first meeting attitude is going to give you the opportunity to instill an intimacy in her? Is that correct?
Create a positive tie.
Okay.
Combine a read intentions action with an instill action to create a positive tie towards yourself, making a single charisma appearance or perception plus socialize roll against the lower of the guile or resolve.
Okay, so I'm going to let you know that the lower of the guile or resolve is going to be a 1 for this person. You are welcome to make that roll. When you're making that read intentions roll, are you also looking to get something else out of it?
Yeah, I want to place the positive tie of the cute tourist, and then see, gently press her for like where I should go, but like where I should really go, and not where the sales pitch tells her to tell me to go.
Okay. Okay. I'll give you 2 extra dice for that. Go ahead and roll it, just in case you fucking botch. I don't think you're going to since it's difficulty 1, but we have seen medicine rolls.
5.
That is certainly not a medicine roll.
So, Doremi, where this place is so huge, and I know that there's places you're supposed to tell me to head to, but if you had the run of the city, where would you go?
She looks to you and kind of looks you up and down with that intimacy kind of now kind of in her head. She goes, "Oh, why are you thinking of taking me out on a little date?"
That depends. When do you get off?
Well, give me another 3 hours and then my shift should be up.
Oh, the proper answer was after our date, darling.
Oh, you.
So where can I meet you in 3 hours?
Well, let me answer your question first. So obviously, there's going to be a lot of gambling halls up there. That is kind of what the Pleasure District is for. Most of them are a little shoddy. You can tell based off of how interested that the greeters are to you based off of your wristband. Since you're new, a lot of the scummier ones are going to think to try and get your attention quicker because they think that you're going to be an easier mark. So if someone comes up to you and isn't really giving you any good feelings or isn't making isn't really doing a good sales pitch like I am, you probably just want to ignore them. There's a couple good casinos, but you want to. It kind of changes day by day because Nexus kind of shuffles itself around from time to time. Other places that are really good. There's a couple places where you can go bet on fights. There's also places where you can go and fight. We have quite a large menagerie of vicious creatures that you can fight to the death, as it were, or you can even enter into local martial arts tournaments. Prove yourself as a local up-and-comer for the Nexus adventuring scene. Oh, speaking of adventuring scenes, we do also offer excursions into the Nexus underground scene. That's where you can fight there are a lot of waivers you have to sign, as you might risk your cute face being killed. But those are the things that come along with adventuring. But you could go into the undergrounds of Nexus and search for hidden treasures and fight the evil and she's just kind of like waving her hands, the evil fair folk that come out of the Firewander district. Ooh. And she's just kind of like smiling while that she does this. Besides that, there's a lot of really good places to eat. There's a lot of good recreational hangouts, bars, that kind of thing. The place that I like to hang out is actually called it is called A Taste of the Lap. It is this local place where everything that they order there is like bread based, or everything that they make there is like bread based, and it's all local. Well, not local. It's all imported grain from the lap down in the south. So if you've never had like breads or like breaded food from the south, like around Chiaroscuro, that kind of thing. Oh, it's to die for. It's amazing. And if you've ever been there, it's very authentic.
We might have to try that. That sounds wonderful. I miss those flavors.
Yeah, it's actually the price has been going up since all the stuff went down in the south a few weeks ago. Getting getting grain imported from the lap is slowly becoming a little bit harder and harder to do as the shipping lanes are changing.
Yeah. That thing that happened. Yeah, that thing that happened down there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Rough stuff. But yeah, that makes it you don't think they'd be cutting their grain with less satisfactory grains, do you?
Oh no, absolutely not. Here at Nexus, we believe in having for quality ingredients for our customers. Other people, you know, you get away with what you can, but our customers who come here for a good time, nothing but the best for them.
Good. Then dinner at a taste of the lap.
That sounds fantastic. I will meet you there once my shift is over, Devine. Oh,
And
but look at that. Here comes a gondola for you to get up onto and go see the rest of Nexus as like a gondola on a like a large gondola cart that could fit basically your whole crew into it. Comes on down and kind of stops, and she just kind of like motions for you to go over.
oh, such convenient timing. This place really does run on time, huh?
We believe in efficiency here at Nexus.
Wonderful. And Devine is going to hop on the gondola and blow a kiss as he takes off.
She catches it, does the little one leg knee raise, and kind of like blushes a little bit, and then you see that another customer catches her eye, and like the salesman pitch goes back on.
Yeah.
All right, so you have time. The gondola ride up is going to take a few moments. Is there anything that you want to do before that you get up the wall? Is there anything that you want to do before that you disembark?
What's the view like?
Currently it is vaguely
Just
lighted,
looking at a wall.
looking at a wall as that you are ascending about 200 feet into the air. Once that you crest over a certain point, you are going to be basically once you crest over the wall, you are going to be assaulted by neon and like flashing signs that are being illuminated through multiple intricate sorcerous workings, keeping all of this stuff alight. Lights are spotlights are moving to and fro as that high-pitched poppy music is playing from all areas of Nexus, kind of keeping a very jovial tune going for you.
So, I would like to find the best vantage point to see a good amount of the area I'm in, like get a lay of the land.
While that you're still in the gondola, or when you get out.
Yeah, like as soon as I disembark.
Okay. Okay, so as soon as you disembark, there's a lot going on. People are up here moving and milling about. It's basically like a theme park up here. If you stop and stare at something, someone is going to eventually accidentally bump into you, slightly move you, jostle you. There are alleyways that you can go down, that are less busy, but not many with a view. As far as like the view that you get here, I'd like besides just, seeing like the neon and all the tantalizing signs, I'd like a perception and an awareness roll, to see if you pick out anything. Let's just call it what it is. Anything spicy.
Yeah.
I wonder if room entry would count for this for you. You are technically entering for the first time.
Yeah, but it's not a room.
Yeah.
Hey, 5 successes again.
Hot damn, Cody. Okay. Some interesting things that you see while that you're out there, to get a good view on places. You can see, near the back, there is the Colosseum that she had kind of talked about. From your vantage point, you can also see that there is a magically illuminated sign that is showing a bracket that appears to be kind of like, almost like a tag team match kind of bracket, or maybe like 2v2s, something like that. Besides that, you see a lot of gambling halls. Many of them have literal smoke rolling out of them. And as that you have had a little bit more experience than the average newcomer to Nexus, there is a certain green tint to some of the lights that give you a not so warm reminder feeling about your little bit of time you spent in Malpheus.
That like greenish tint that's on some types of bronze.
That's on, yeah, that's on
Or like,
sometimes the bronze, or that is coming from the green sun of Malpheus Liger.
mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. There are food establishments in, ranging from the smallest, like hot dog stand essentially, or falafel cart, up to fancy upscale bars, up to large family eateries, uh dance bars and everything like that. But one of the things that does catch your eye in particular, you see nestled in a corner, is what looks like a small cafe that has a maid passing out flyers in front of it.
I forget. Did we come up with the maid and the cafe part, or just the coffee part?
I think you guys came up with both. It's basically, they took someone from Chiaroscuro took enough of your host club idea and went,
My intellectual property is missing.
yes.
Yeah, so the reason I was looking for a vantage point, transparency helps you with DMing to give me what I want. I wanted to use like perception and bureaucracy to kind of read the crowds to see if I can find make sure the exchange place that I'm going to trade my real money in for wacky Nexus Fun bucks. See if there's like a difference. Like there's one that the first timers go to versus one that locals go to, pretty much not getting screwed on the exchange rate.
Okay. With 5 successes, I'm going to just kind of give you that. There are a lot of right up at the front. There's just a lot of like, change out your Nexus Bucks here. Here we change out your from the West seashells into Nexus Bucks. Here we take silver into Nexus Bucks. Here we take realm script into Nexus Bucks. Like there's a lot of just like the common denominations right up front. And they're all they have a lot of like gaudy signs to them. But as you look around, it takes you a little bit, but eventually you see one that's kind of like off the strip that you see a lot more of the high rollers going into and a lot less of the newbies going into.
Yeah, the people rolling into those don't have wristbands on.
Yes.
Dope. I'm going to go to that one to exchange for Wacky Time Fun Books.
Oh, you're going to get even more Wacky Time Fun Bucks, huh?
I have an intimacy for gambling. Of course I'm getting more Wacky Time Fun Bucks.
Fair enough. I guess me giving you a whole resources one of Nexus Bucks was not enough.
No.
Okay.
It's pocket change.
So you're going to go to... You are going to go to the Claw Strider's Reprieve. It is a currency exchange that fancies itself as kind of a place where the people who are a little bit sharper than others go. They're kind of like waiting at the front. At the front is like like an iron statue of basically a raptor with a top hat and monocle on, staring at you. And then like the door opens and a guild associate basically comes out and like sees your wristband, nods, and then holds the door open for you politely.
Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and walk in.
It is set up very similar to how a bank would be set up. The tellers are behind clear glass that is extraordinarily thick. It's not going to stop an Exalt who wants to get through, but it's going to give enough time for if a mortal were to cause issues, it's going to give them enough time to run. The tellers are there. Business is not necessarily booming, but people here are in suits, not necessarily suits. They are in like kimonos and like fancy dresses, and they look like that they are ready to have a great time. The line is fast moving. People are efficient at their jobs, and eventually you get up to the front where that a male teller with a short, like, pencil mustache of, like, green hair and, like, a very lightly trimmed mohawk that seems like... The best way I could put it is, like, it's not like a mohawk that's, like, up and up and up, but it's, like, the middle part of the hair is, like, just a little above the other one, so it's, like, there's some style there. There's some personality coming out, but, like... not a whole lot.
Yeah, like the guy from Sabaton's Mohawk.
Yeah, yes. And he looks to you and goes, "Welcome. You looking to get some Nexus Bucks?"
Yeah, this is my first time in town, but the welcome bags, they didn't come with enough for my taste, so I'd like to purchase some more. You take yen, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yen's the easiest thing to convert over here.
Awesome.
How much you want?
I would like this much. Another resources one.
All right, fantastic. You hand it over. He scribbles some stuff down, and then he counts out the correct amount of Nexus Bucks and then hands them to you. All right, bud. Hopefully that should do you for a little bit. Listen, This obviously isn't my main gig. Do you have a little bit of time? You look like, since you're new here, I think that and he's kind of like looking around a little bit. I gotta do a little bit of help. Do you mind helping a guy out?
Yeah, can always help out a fellow industrious individual.
Oh yeah. Well, I gotta make sure that the rest of my guys get paid and everything. So listen, in about in a couple hours, like 4 or 5, something like that, we're gonna be me and my boys are gonna be on the main stage in one of the bands near one of the band areas near the Coliseum. If you could come by, maybe buy a ticket, maybe buy some merch, we'd really appreciate it.
Oh yeah, for sure. I am nothing if not a supporter of the arts.
Fantastic. Good to hear. I love to know that someone likes to support the arts in Nexus here. You know, it's sometimes it's a little hard to get some people all riled up. Everybody else is trying to get their influences out there and everything. You know, it's a little hard for a band from the South to really take off here. You know, it's all scavenger lands this and pop idols that, yada yada.
See, what you got to do is, if you're from the South, you got to make the folks from the scavenger lands feel at home. Let me get you in contact with one of my guys. I got like the best hot nut vendor in the Riverlands.
Oh hell yeah, I love hot nuts.
You ever tasted both of these nuts?
Oh, Bofa? I love Bofa. Favorite brand out there.
Good. I'll get you hooked up and get some shipments sent out.
Fantastic. Wow, you know, business deal and everything. I'll go tell my boss. Maybe we could get a branding thing going on.
Oh, that would be great.
But yeah, the guy gives you his the information about when that the show is. You have gotten a contract, a possible contract deal for both of these nuts, and but now you have resources too, worth of Nexus bucks. And
Nope.
technically, if that you just did your chump change, not like a whole dot of resources, or did you use a whole ass dot of resources?
Um, a whole ass dot of resources.
Okay, then. So if you don't get your winnings back, you will be down 2 resources too.
Oh man, what do you expect me to make a medicine roll when gambling, the whole thing this character's built around? Why would I do something like that?
Because that's literally how that medicine rolls go. The thing that you're built around is going to fuck you up.
Never. Yeah. Michaela doubled her resources on her character that was built to be strong.
That's fair. So you go to you leave with a little bit more spending money. What all do you want to do, or do you want to just take in the sights, maybe hang around for a little bit and see what's going on?
One, I want to. So, like, Devine is going to head towards the maid cafe he saw, but before he gets there, is going to get sidetracked and lured into one of the gambling halls, like the smoke is the apple pie scent on a Looney Tune, just drawing them in.
Oh, so one of the hell-based ones.
Yeah, I have a pocket of 5 hell dice.
That's fair. You enter into the closest gambling hall that has kind of the green smoke coming out. The name of the gambling hall is Cecilween, the Endless Winnings. You, as someone with occult knowledge and having literally been to hell, know that this is a play on the phrase on the Yosi name Ceciline, the Endless Desert.
Yeah.
Inside of here, the as soon as you enter the doors, the heat feels like it is turned way higher than it should be, but it's honestly probably a little relaxing for you having been in Chiaroscuro for so long. Like, it's not hot. It's not you're actually in the desert hot, but it's like as someone who if you like lived in the scavenger lands your whole life and had never been to a different climate ever, this would feel too much.
Yeah. So like a club once the drugs kick in.
Yes, exactly. There are a bunch of essentially like lines and lines and lines of pachinko machines, slots, little rigged clockwork mechanisms to try and win to win a game. There's little weird tables with like it looks almost like crusade tables, except instead of like decks of cards or like playing things, there's actually like a slot handle on the side that you can pull, and it looks like that everything is rigged up to games of chance, so that you have to like do something with whatever's coming up on the spinning wheel of the slot machine that you essentially pulled. Obviously, there's Gateway, there is Crusade tables, there are a bunch of other like classic games, and then there's just card games going on. Everything that you could think of is here, and everything kind of has like this singular row. So like if you look down one row, it's just slot machines as far as the eye can see. And if you turn your head slightly to the left, it's just crusade tables as far as the eye can see. And if you go to the right, it's just gateway tables as far as the eye can see.
You know what? These have never bit me in the ass. I'm gonna go to try to find a craps table.
Okay, so you go up to the exalted equivalent of a craps table. This looks like it is some kind of combination of throwing the dice, but also maybe the board game Mousetrap. Like there's a bunch of like precariously set up things going on, like on the table, and as you walk up, you see someone yell, "Yes, no!" And then you hear like a bunch of like metal kind of like fall down, and then this man just kind of like grabs his head and just kind of goes, "No!" They are someone is patting him on the shoulder. You see a large group of Nexus bucks get like taken away, and a familiar-ish looking person is standing at the table. You see a guy in kind of like a kimono with a big stovepipe type hat with a flat brim. The eyes are everything's pulled down. The hands are covered in gloves, and the hat is pulled down so as not to show the eyes. It looks very much like a Tatar, the demon that you have in retainer with you.
And Tatar like to fuck with other Tatar, right?
Tatar like to fuck with anything socially if they can.
Dope. I'm gonna walk up to the table after watching that and kind of clap the loser on the shoulder. It's all right, bud. Remember, the key to winning in gambling is don't stop playing. That's when the house truly wins.
Nah, man, you don't understand. That was my lifeline. Now I'm gonna have to go and work at one of the currency stands for at least until my gig. Oh man, the bassist is gonna kill me.
How much fun bucks? Like I know it's all nebulous numbers, but like
He lost
in
about
Devine's eyes.
in Devine's eyes, it is about what he just lost is about half of what you have on you as Nexus bucks.
Oh, buddy. Wait, you're when's your gig?
Oh man, it's like in like 4 or 5 hours near the Coliseum. Man, they're gonna be so upset with me that I lost some of our money. Shit. Oh man.
All right. So here's what we do. You're gonna teach me how to play this game, and I'm gonna pay you for your time spent.
Okay.
Just because I like your bandmates, so we're gonna want to make sure you got a good show. Got to support the artists. Uh, so what's going on here?
You know my bandmates?
Yeah, I met one at the exchange. Mohawk guy, I didn't get his name, but we wheeled and dealed a little bit.
He thinks for a moment.
Unless you're about to tell me I'm playing both sides of a battle of the bands.
Oh, okay. So you met Oda then, huh?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, he's our he's our drummer. He's a pretty cool guy. He's got the mohawk. He used to be a lot bigger, but yeah, you met Oda? That's cool. I'm Roxu. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Roxu. I'm Devine.
Devine. Fine, that sounds real familiar. You know what? Fuck it. Okay, yeah, you know what? If you're gonna say this about us, if I just got to teach you how to play this, and then you'll help us out. You know what? That sounds great. You know what? Could also get. You know what? If you're gonna help me out, get you some free tickets too.
No. I already told Oda I was gonna buy tickets.
Oh, okay. Cool. And you see the table begins to reset itself as the pieces that have been knocked out start to, without any help from the assumed Tatar at the edge of the table, they just begin to like reassemble themselves. All right, so a couple of these pieces you want to knock down, others you don't want to. Anything that is gold and silver you want to knock down, and he kind of like points at like cages that look like that they have like basically like little propped up cages that look like that they're above pieces on the board that look almost like little figurines. Anything with gold and silver you want to knock down. Bronze and rainbow colors you want to avoid at all costs. You don't want to knock them down at all. It's bad luck if you do, especially the rainbows. You don't want to knock down the rainbows. That's basically like an auto lose right there. And like you can kind of see like the rainbow colors there's like 2 on this board. There's not a lot, but if you but like those 2, it's almost like an auto lose if you do. There's a couple other ones that give little bonuses. There's this little gear over here. He just kind of keeps going into this very intricate explanation of like you have to toss the dice in a certain way to try and help avoid this thing, but you want to hit these things. And then when the dice go through, you want to make sure that the dice, because they're all, and he like shows you very obviously what are essentially D10s, 7s and aboves. Okay?
Okay.
If you get a 2 to 6 are fine. They're not going to get you any winnings, but 2 to 6 are fine. 7 to 9, good, great. You're going to get some winnings. 10 doubles your numbers, right?
Right.
1s, the bastard at the end there, they get to do a little flick on the dice. So you want to avoid 1s at all costs.
Totally reasonable.
Right? Exactly. All right. So besides that, you get to choose how many dice you want to do. Obviously, risk reward here. More dice means more winnings, but you got more of a chance of smacking something bad.
Yeah. What's What's the upper limit of the dice you can throw?
I don't know, man. What do you plan on throwing? Like how much you plan on betting? It's basically like how much you want to bet is how many dice you get.
I want to put 2 dots of Reese. 2 dots of $1 down.
Damn, buddy. You're gonna go poor going like that.
Or straight to the top floor.
Oh shit, you right. Okay. Do you want me to like spit in your hands for luck?
No offense to you, but actually, yeah, you just suffered a loss that big. If I take your luck, I would turn it around. Yeah, gambling.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold my hands
I,
out.
I got you, bud. And he like spits right in your hand, and then he's just like, there you go. Good luck.
All right.
All right. So Cody, with 2 resources worth of Nexus bucks at your disposal, I will give you 10 dice to roll for that. How many of those are going to be your dice?
Uh, let's go. Let's go 5 of them.
Okay. And obviously you can just say, well, no, I'm only going to roll 5. And, you don't have to roll all 10, but I will let you know that with two resource dots, you are getting 10 dice that you can theoretically roll.
Gotcha. And they gotta all go at the same time or one at a time?
All at the same time for the same bet, essentially. If you wanted to put down 2 resources and do 2 separate rolls, you can do that, but it wouldn't be because I know that you're going to do some wacky dice tricks. You would have to affect them separately, essentially.
Gotcha.
But basically, I'm saying you get 2 bets in that case if you split them.
Yeah. No. I've already committed to the bit. Divine's a gambler. Because, betting free money is one thing, but that's not really gambling because that's free money. It's gambling when I bet my own money.
Fair enough. Okay. So then you are going to be rolling 10 d10s. 5 of those of your choosing. I will let you post roll choose which ones were the demon dice that you can affect.
Gotcha. And do I need to make a throne roll to see if they hit
No.
Okay.
No, you do not. You are literally at this moment just literally rolling dice. Also, other thing, are you aiming for anything in particular?
That's what I was gonna do. I was gonna do a throne roll and use my throne excellency to aim for like all the good shit.
Okay. Good call. Let's make the Dex and Throne roll first to see if that you get any of the bad shit.
Yeah. And for the excellency, I can spend motes equal to my rating, right?
Correct.
Dope. My throne specialty is in dice. So I'm going to spend 6 motes to add 6 bonus dice.
Is that going out of peripheral or personal?
Personal.
Okay.
Let me just get my mote track done. 6 of those. All right. Devine is going to roll the 10 dice in his hands, shuffling them between each hand, and then going to flashily separate his 2 hands, and you kind of see like a die in between each finger. with
Okay.
two in the ring and middle fingers. And then crossing his arms in front of him, he's going to sling the dice at the walls, aiming for all the good mousetrap pieces to drop, while hoping to all that is himself not to hit any rainbows.
Okay. Not to hit any rainbows or bronze pieces.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will give you 2 dot stunt, so that's an extra die. I'm sorry, 2 extra dice and an auto success. And then and also you can regen a willpower if you want.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and use a willpower and regen it.
Okay. So go ahead and make me that roll. I have a couple ideas for exactly how high you have to get to basically do exactly what that you want with perfect control.
Yeah.
It's a fairly steep difficulty to get it exactly all good, but for it to not fuck you up completely, it's a much lower difficulty, just to let you know.
Yeah.
So that means if I know your character correctly, I believe that means you are rolling something like 18 dice.
20 dice and an auto success. Yeah.
Oh shit, okay. Okay. That
10's not the worst.
10's not the worst on 20 dice. That is a lot of 1s, 2s, and 3s, my guy.
Yeah. That is both a solar and a medicine roll.
Okay.
It's balanced. It's good and bad because that is also 3 10s.
Mm-hmm. You right now are not going to you yourself are not going to hit any of the rainbow pieces. The bronze pieces are held up precariously, but not badly. Like the rainbow pieces are like if you hit one, it will fall. Some of the bronze pieces, which are a lot more common, they are. It's very hard not to hit one. You do hit some of the leggings that are holding them up, but the trap on them does not fall. But a bad roll on the dice and a flick from that person, from the person at the table, could cause basically a couple of those to catastrophically fail.
Yeah. The person at the table pulls the strings of fate, and there's a lot more failures all of a sudden. I gotcha.
Mhm.
All right, now I'm rolling 10 dice.
Now you are rolling 10 dice, and 5 of those are your demon dice. So 5 of those, which you can pick afterwards, which 5 that they are able to be manipulated.
Yeah.
Hey, no ones.
Yeah. Let's manipulate the low ones, the 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 4, and one of the 6s.
Okay. So that is going to be a contested socialize roll, if I recall the rules for this right. Yep. I will let you know that this guy has a social defense of 4.
Is that defense guile or resolve?
That defense is his resolve.
Oh, sorry, it doesn't look like you get to flick any of my dice. I'm not sure if you know who I am. Amelar Devine, gambler extraordinaire, and use auspicious first meeting attitude to target whichever's lower, the guile or resolve.
It is actually the resolve that's lower.
Ooh, fancy. All right.
Some people prefer not to be caught when they're lying.
That's fair. How pretty is he?
I mean, The Tatar demons are fairly decent looking, but they're kind of bland-ish, I'd say, appearance too. Oh shit, you're right. That does matter to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if he's appearance 2, I think that gives me an additional dice.
I believe
Or
so.
lowers his... It either gives me an additional one or lowers his resolve. I don't remember which one.
It gives you additional dice based off of your based off of how high that your appearance is in comparison.
Gotcha. So if he's a 2 and I'm a 4, that's
2 extra dice, I believe.
works for me. And then I will do a charisma and socialize. And then spend 4 personal notes on the specialty for 2 auto successes.
Okay. I'm sorry. It's if the character's appearance rating is higher than the target's resolve.
All right, so I got him beat by 3.
Okay. So that means that you can make 3 movements of the dice.
All right, I'm going to turn 2 of the 6s into 7s.
Okay.
And then 1 of the 9s into 10.
Okay. So that would actually bump you up to, let's see, so eight good dice on there. Okay.
Yeah, I'm satisfied with that.
So with no one showing and some of the dice bouncing around just a little bit longer and showing a 10 at the end, the the being who appears like a Tatar looks to you, looks up, looks down at the dice again, and you can see a frown cross their face as that they nod, as that all of the gold and silver cages had fallen. Some of the bronze had kind of shifted a little bit, but nothing bad, and none of the rainbows fell. You also noticed that one of the lower dice, one of the 2s, had gotten stuck into one of the gear pieces and had turned it a few times, and the gear kind of poofs and disappears, but the dice is still there. And in the process, the man just kind of nods and looks to you and goes, "Excellent. A perfect usurpation, Amelar Devine. This is an interesting turn of events, but it seems that luck favors you, and all the money that you had bet, plus enough to get you up to resources 3, is now given to you.
Good.
You now have resources 3 in Nexus Box.
Hey.
You very well could have lost it all there. I'm not gonna lie to you. Thank you for taking the time to enjoy our show. If you liked what you heard, why not leave a review or tell a friend about us? It helps get the good word out about the work we put into this show. If you wanted to ask us any questions, you can contact us through Twitter at apairofdicelost or email at apairofdicelost@gmail.com. The theme song for this game is Dragon Dance by Raphael Crux, used under a Creative Commons license. And for making it this far, I saw that cool thing you did, so have some stunt dice.